Hanji.
As you described service just now, is this the same as Kriya Yoga?
Kriya Yoga will be when you have Tapas, Svadhyaya and Ishvara Pranidhana.
These elements are there in service?
These are not elements. Tapas is not an element. Elements are the basic elements. Vayu, agony, jal, prithvi, etc. These are 5 elements.
The features, I mean.
These are the features you can put it. Now, these features, tap is an attitude where you have emotional, gross, and intellectual endurance to bear anything, whether you like it or you don't like it. You can bear it in silence, without thinking in terms of an agreement or a non-agreement. You will not say this is right or wrong, then it's up. If you are going to calculate and measure everything, then our intellect is working overtime, and we haven't got that intellect. We shall not judge. Don't judge people. We do not know their circumstances. We do not know them. The Lord Himself has kept something covered, which we are not supposed to see. And we can't see. We are only going to superimpose it on Him and say, dub Him as a good person, bad person, or anything. They said, don't do that, because we can't see, we can't judge. Now, if you reach that, you are a tapasvi. A tapasvi has phenomenal forbearance.
Now you've just described
with calm.
You just described faith.
Faith.
In precisely these words.
Yes, this is faith. Faith will give you tap. Without faith, you can't bear anything. Intoleration is born of lack of faith. But this, in tap you are practicing, in faith you reached. So you can put this as a different phase of the same thing. Now that is tap. Svadhyaya. After that they say now Svadhyaya. In Svadhyaya, you are studying yourself and studying the Shastras yourself. Studying yourself is the most painful thing. We pick up the Gita and we think, oh, it's lovely. It's so beautiful. Another person says, when I read one shlok, it whips me. And I'm pained, I'm troubled. Why does it whip me? Because I don't agree with it. I'm not doing it. And I know Gita is right. And since I don't tally, it's very painful for me to bear this sort of a character which I have. So he starts sometimes howling. And another person who's seeing him will say he's a fool, he's a mad person. Yes, he loves Gita. He says it's my master's word. But how far I am from this. How can I bear this distance between us, my master? He just can't bear it. So, the same shlok will make one person cry out in agony and other person rejoice. How lovely. The person who assumes that he is that, he'll be very happy. It's very beautiful. I want to hear it again and again. And this one says, let me practice it. I can't hear it again. My master shouldn't have to repeat his orders. This is his ordinance, and this is his constitution, the constitution of life which he is giving me, and I am not obeying him. So he has a very different attitude. And in every shlok, he has a prayer. Oh Lord, I've heard what you've said, but I'm incapable. I'm not worthy of even hearing these words, and yet I long to hear them again and again. But what can I do? What will I do? He is ready to pick up a whip and whip himself because he has not been able to obey. There's a difference of attitude. This is Svadhyaya. Svadhyaya doesn't mean that we just keep on reading and memorizing and paratization. That is not Svadhyaya. Svadhyaya means doing it and seeing yourself, whether you do it or not. You are marrying yourself with the scriptures, whatever they've said. That is Svadhyaya. On one side, you are studying the scriptures. On the other side, you are studying yourself. And the comparison is of Tapas. You can't take it. That's the story of the path. Then you come to Pranidhana. Pranidhana means you surrender yourself. But how? Surrender doesn't mean that you become an nincompoop. Surrender means you've taken his intellect and discarded yours. I will do what you said and not what I want to or what I like. The moment we say, I'll obey and thy will be done, can you imagine how superior you become? It's not mock humility. You've given up all your rags, stinking rags that we are wearing, rags made of likes, dislikes, rejections, or crude ways. But how? Surrender doesn't mean that you become a nincompoop. Surrender means you've taken his intellect and discarded yours. I will do what you said and not what I want to or what I like. The moment we say, I'll obey and thy will be done, can you imagine how superior you become? It's not mock humility. You've given up all your rags, stinking rags that we are wearing, rags made of likes, dislikes, rejections, or crude ways of looking at things, crude meanings. At the same time, the things that we think are correct. You're giving up those things, your opinions, your concepts, your beliefs. You're giving them up. For what? For what? You're taking up new clothes. Whatever he has said, he is right. Whatever I say, I'm wrong. So, afterwards, what you will do and also what you will speak about, automatically will be what the Lord has said. People may say you are a saint or they can call you a devil. That doesn't matter. What matters is, मैंने अपने आप को छोड़ दिया. क्योंकि it was like a shark. सबको खाता रहता था. And everybody around me used to somehow want to get the better of him. मैंने उसको छोड़ दिया. मुझे भगवान बहुत अच्छे लगे. इतने अच्छे लगे कि मैं अपने आप को ही भूल गया. That is abiding in the self. So you got to think. That is Kriya Yoga. Through Kriya, you become a yogi. Call it Param Yoga if you want to.
ये पूछना था मैं निष्काम कर्म योग. The salient feature is giving up the fruits of your actions, or is it the same as you've just described?
There is nothing known as Karam Yoga, Gyan Yoga or Bhakti Yoga.
Nishkam Karam Yoga.
Please in future say Yoga. In every sentence, your couplet of words, there is one thing that's common, and that is Yoga. Yoga means what Bhagavan has said. You are one with Him. You are identifying with Him. Now, Karam needs a propelling thought that comes from inside. See? Then the buddhi is also required. They have all transformed themselves to become one with what He said. There is a transformation. You haven't whipped yourself into it. You're not forcing yourself into it. The transformation will come automatically. It's just there. Oh Lord. You said, oh Lord, and the Lord started abiding in you. With faith, with belief, He came. You didn't even see, you didn't even know. Perhaps somebody ever said it or didn't say it, it didn't matter to you. But He started abiding in you, and He is the one who's taken the reins. And that's the time when your mind stuff, all your experiences, all your opinions, etc., have no meaning and are of no consequence for you. Haji.